But right now, the point that I want to make is this. There were times in which I felt that I had been wrong. But I realized that if I were to react to that kind of situation and do wrong, it doesn't make it right.
Right.
So my thing was not to try to react, but to do something positive.
Great. And that's excellent. And tell them where they can reach you, the nonprofit.
I'm not.
Journalist has taken her around the globe. Today, she's in South Central Los Angeles to tell the story of Millicent Mama Hill. After 40 years as a public school teacher, Mama Hill turned her home into a youth community center. Despite limited resources and her daily struggle with arthritis, she continues to help hundreds of kids stay off the streets, improve their grades, and go on to college. Perhaps, most importantly, she makes them feel loved.
Hello.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
I'm Marianne.
I take hugs, thank you.
I take hugs too.
This is where I have my program. This is the safe haven, the grandma house.
It's a beautiful space. Your name is Millicent Hill, but
Yes,
everybody calls you Mama Hill.
that's right, or mama.
You were a teacher for over 40 years, is that correct?
Yes,
How many kids have come through your program?
probably 3,000 now. I have what I call revolving children. They come when they need me. Yes. This is the kitchen. This is their refrigerator. Sometimes the only meal they have is the meal that they get here. All right, Marianne, you want to come in this bedroom?
I would love to.
Okay, dun dun dun. That's the only room I can call my own.
Is it?
Yes, the rest of the house belongs to the children.
We're going to take a moment of silence. You know how we do it. Think about what we're here for. The problems that you were dealing with, they're outside, not here. It's all about peace for 1 hour.
I got put out of my mom's house when I was 12. And I started coming here when I was 15. She seemed like another mother figure in my life.
What does she represent for all of you?
A mom. Mom, grandma, mom.
They're looking for family. They're looking for somewhere to have love and to be accepted. I used to say when I was teaching that you cannot ask a child to pick up a pencil to write anything until you have dealt with the whole child. That would be love, respect, self-esteem. Here we deal with the issues and the academia. We try to mix it all in together.
6 computers you have
That's
here.
it. The children have 15 to 20 minutes in there. If they have a homework assignment, they can stay longer. Yes, they do go online and do games, etc., because that's my bribe to keep them off the streets. I was born in Nashville, Tennessee. My father was a doctor, so he would drive us with him out to the country to deliver the babies, and he would receive canned goods and a hog, 2 hogs maybe, and that would be the payment because they didn't have money. But I remember seeing that. That was a very important thing to me. It's something good to be able to help someone. We're here on this planet. We're keepers of the universe. We've been given a gift. We're supposed to keep it and keep it well.
All right. Any random acts of kindness? One good deed. Lorraine.
When my grandma was driving me home from school, it was this lady that was in front of us. She was trying to turn, but she couldn't. So then she started pushing the car. So I got out the car and helped her. And just like give another person respect, they'll give you respect, and they show you love.
So there's one thing you call all of them. What is that?
Cookies.
Cookies. Why is that?
I put them in the oven as dough, and I take them out and put a toothpick in there. If they're not done, I put them back in. They're all sweet. They just need a little cooking or baking, that's all.
Did you guys know each other before you started this program?
I knew her. I slapped her.
This girl at school slapped me. I said, tell her I said to come here. And so she brought her, and that was exactly how it happened, because I said, oh, no, we can't have that.
Well, when I first came, I was always fighting, arguing with people. Being able to be over here was like really changed me. She'll tell you anything that needs to be corrected about you, about your clothes, anything. You can't say nothing that's bad up in here, or you will owe her a quarter.
Why do you do what you do?
On my 50th birthday, I realized after after I did my inventory and counted that I had lost 2,000 students over the years to violent deaths, shootings, gang violence that changed my life. I wanted to make sure that I helped as many as possible. No child comes into this world with beady eyes and a gun. Babies are very sweet and they're very innocent, and then something changes them. So I'm trying to fix what's been changed.
Before I came, I used to be suicidal. I was at the point where I was ready to give up. I just came here with the smiles and stuff I got. It just made me just keep on trying and never give up.
There was an article in our bulletin one month that said Mama Hill needs these kinds of volunteers. One of the things was grant writing. And I called and said, well, who's doing the grant writing now? And she said, nobody. I said, I can do better than that. Started coming over to learn about the program so that I could search for money. You know, it takes you about 15 minutes before you're hooked. I just fell in love with her, fell in love with the kids. I'm over here all the time. God forbid I should find a job.
I love working with youth, and I've been doing it over 20 years. We love to see them do better in life. We love for them to become a success. We love to see them do good things.
When did you first learn about the importance of love?
It was 1959, I believe, when I joined the Civil Rights Movement. We were all holding hands singing "We Shall Overcome," and I was holding hands of a Caucasian male. And these young people, about ages 13, maybe 14, showed up in a truck. And they started throwing rocks at us. And one of the rocks just grazed my ear on this side, just past me. The young man, I guess who threw it, came toward me, and he was staring at me, he was glaring at me, but he stopped. And I looked at him, I looked him in the eye, he looked me in the eye, and I think he just realized, oh, this is another human being. He turned around and bumped back and got in the truck. He didn't do anything to me. And I don't know why I did this, but I picked it up, and I put the rock in my pocket.
This is the rock that was thrown at you?
Yes,
During the Civil Rights Movement?
exactly.
And it's the beginning of so many things as well.
Yes, that's why I keep it, to remind me from whence I've come and how I must be humble, and that there's always hope in the world for peace.
Was that
You do hug, don't you? Thank you so much.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Peace and blessings to you, and I really appreciate all of you who are here because you are conscious, strong people. I see that because you're here. Thank you for that. Because we need to get together and protect our children. I am just, right now, I'm just really frightened for them. So I want us to begin. When you see them, don't judge them. Sometimes they're loud, sometimes they're a little rowdy. You know, I know you know. And so, but just remember that they've been somewhere that we didn't have to go. I had food at my table. I had someone who talked to me at night. I had someone who touched me and hugged me. You saw the little girl, Lorena, on the video. She is much larger than I am. She comes and sits on my lap because she wants to feel that love. And I let her sit on my lap because if that makes her happy, I'm happy. So what I'm saying is that we've got to embrace our children and love them on purpose. And before I go any further, I've got to thank Dr. Rahman because without him right now,
We come together and make that happen. Pastor Morton.
My beloved brothers and my sisters, with the greetings of peace, assalamu alaikum. For those of you who are not familiar with that term, in this day and time, of all of the trials and the tribulations, the murder, the mayhem that goes on in the world, when somebody wishes you peace, you should say all praises to the God. So I wish you peace. And I'm so happy that you respond to me by saying, hey, bro, I want you to have peace too. So that's what we say to each other. This opportunity to serve is truly a blessing. For those of us who call ourselves Muslims, we know that the highest post that we can achieve in this life is to serve God and to serve God's creation. And God's creation is known as the crown of creation, and that's human beings. When we get a chance to do that, we're called Abdullah. That's the servant of Allah. Yes, sir. To be able to serve, be able to help, to be able to work along with brothers like my brother, Pastor Moreland, and other freedom fighters is truly an honor. Because this sojourn in what we call life is actually just a flicker in time. It's only an instant because we're here today and we know that we're gone tomorrow. So what we do in between time is what we leave behind, and inshallah, if God wills, we earn a place in the afterlife. So in my conclusion, let me thank you for giving me this opportunity to serve. The honor, I appreciate my beloved brother. Where you at, man? You disappeared. Oh, okay. I want to thank you, brother, for going above and beyond the call of duty to give me this honor. But I'm humble. I'm very humble because I know as a Muslim and as a man that this is my responsibility. And before I depart, let me say this. Our sojourn in America began almost 500 years ago. And that sojourn was only possible for us to survive because of that glorious and brave African woman. Yes, sir. Without that sister, we wouldn't have made it. And let me tell you this, because this is important. Slavery had two parts to it. If we hadn't have accepted it, we wouldn't have survived. But if we hadn't resisted, it would have never ended. So in that resistance, there was our woman making sure that we learn how to survive, but we also learn how to resist. So thank you, my sisters. My beautiful wife is here. My better half, my partner, my friend, keeps me on the right and straight and the narrow. Tell me when I need to shine my shoes or change my shoes. So I am blessed. And thank you, brothers and sisters. Assalamu alaikum.
Sisters, you look beautiful out there. Absolutely beautiful, no matter where you're from. It's great to see you. To my Christian brothers and sisters, you look equally as beautiful. It is so good to see you here today. To those of you who have not found a God home, it's good to see you also. I say assalamu alaikum and peace be to you. I'll accept being a kangaroo brother for a day until the next meeting. My name is Brother Khalid Shaw, and 24 years ago, I started an organization called Stop the Violence, Increase the Peace Foundation. A lot of things has happened since then. We actually started working in Los Angeles County, the city of Inglewood, Greater Los Angeles, San Bernardino, Riverside. I've been blessed to travel all over the world to represent the organization that I helped found, but more importantly, represent some of the folks that are in this room as it relates to violence prevention in the United States of America. While that's important, what is even more important to me, and I want to thank Brother Reginald for doing something I think is the most important thing that he could have done tonight. More important than honoring me, my brother, much more important than that, which was looking at and honoring these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sisters. Thank you, brother. Thank you. And I want to say that because, see, Sister Vicki Lindsay, when I started my organization, that sister, before her son was killed, was out there pushing the line. That's right. Trying to make sure that other babies, other mothers, would not suffer like mothers were suffering out there. And then she lost, her son was killed. But she didn't stop pushing. As a matter of fact, she started pushing even more, and now is recognized all over the country for the work that she does. And the other young ladies that are with her, mothers, stand up. Because see, you are the reason why I'm here. I'm going to be true with you. I didn't come for myself tonight. I came for you. And every time I get out, every area that I work in, and y'all know that, you know, we speak before thousands of people. Every time I get a chance, I bring them up because that's why I'm here. That's the reason why we work. We belong to you. We are your soldiers. We belong to you. So I want to thank you, Brother Reginald, for having the wisdom and the insight of recognizing these sisters and these ladies, all of the beautiful ladies that have been recognized. My sister Alicia, who I've worked with for many, many, many years, has done a tremendous job. Her and her husband, thank you so much. I had the privilege, thank you, I had the privilege just about a year ago. I also chair an organization called the Safe Community Initiative. It's an organization of about 40 agencies throughout the region that deal with violence prevention and intervention. And I was blessed to meet a brother who happens to be my Christian brother, who loves God, but more importantly, he loves the community. Pastor Morgan, please, just stand up. And I love this brother because you got folks that talk a good game, right? They talk a good game. They can shadow box real good. But when they get in the ring, there's a whole other reality. This brother can fight. This brother can get down. Pastor Moreland, thank you for everything that you do. So I'm not going to be long, but I am going to be strong. I got to, because this is so important. Again, not about us, not about me, not about that, but about you. Yes, sir. See, this is about you. This is about that work you do, sister, with them babies. This is about you. This is about you, because they are the future. We got a lot of challenges in front of us today. Politically, socially, economically. But we got to stand tall, man. We got to stand tall. We're going to get that plaque for you, Mama Hill. We're going to get that star for you. We're going to make that happen with y'all. We're going to get that for you because you deserve it. But listen, you know, my father was a preacher. I see the brother creeping up on me, but look, he ain't as big as I am, so you go out and wait. But I do want to say this, you know, in closing, that again, you know, it is just very, very important that we continue to hold our heads up. I know we're living under a cloud, especially my Muslim brothers and sisters, my Latin brothers and sisters, living under a political cloud today. A political cloud because it looks like evil won. But I'm going to tell you something. God is great. See, God is great. 500 years in slavery, but look where we at today. Sister Captain. Look where we at today. I want you to know that we together, us, together, can make this happen. We just got to stay strong and stay focused. May God bless you. Have a great evening. And assalamu alaikum, my brother. Thank you so much.